Hello Pirates, it's another weekly update for Battle Pirates. Today's Wednesday, August the 26th, 2020, and this is update 10.35, as well as bounty briefing. These are the main two topics this week. On the update that was deployed last night, there are a few TLCs, a few campaigns. One of them is for the Mutineer. I plan on doing this one because I still have some mutineers at U3, and for future campaigns and whatnot, it's good to have them at X1. There is the Titan Awakening for Mega Hulls, and then the Sword of Legion, which is brand new. And it's for you to get Gladius technology, VXP tokens, build tokens, and upgrade tokens. Let's take a look at what's new. So the first thing is Kixeye implemented one of those quality of life things we've been asking for a long time. So now there's a place in game where we can go and see the upgrade kits we have and the cost to upgrade a ship. So for instance, let me actually go in the live game. By the way, this is only available in HTML5, so you gotta be playing HTML5. Let me show that to you in the game, the upgrade kits. So you go in your dock, as I am here, and I'm gonna go on my Warhounds, and for instance, I'm just gonna click in here. Now you can see if I want to upgrade my Warhounds, I need 200 kits and I have 0. On the other hand, if I want to upgrade one of my U3 Mutineers, I can see I'm going to need 60 kits and I have 360, so I'm green. With the Warhound, I was red, so that was bad. So this is where you can go just in the dock, pick on the ship, and as long as it's not already at maximum upgrade, you can go and see how many kits you need and how many you have. For ships that are already X1, it doesn't show. Another change with this upgrade, I think Kixeye after the VXP weekend, they did some calculations there, looked at some of their data and realized that the cannons for the Gladius were not strong enough. They were pretty much as strong as older technology, so they gave them a small buff. The regular cannon, the Pharaoh cannon, is up by 5% in damage. And the limited Capulus cannon, which was already more powerful than the Pharaoh, is up by 10%. So the gap between the regular cannon and the limited cannon is wider now. It's still not too far from being 10% more powerful, but it's 12% or so more powerful than the regular blueprint. Keep that in mind. Try to equip as many Capulus as possible instead of Pharaohs. There was a survey on HTML. People gave their feedback. They're going to keep working on it because we know Flash is going out of support on January 1st. It doesn't mean it's going to be impossible to run, but most browsers will make it very hard for people who want to run Flash. So, the more you can give feedback on HTML5 and the more you can try and complain about things not working or looking ugly, the better. Events, we have bounty. I'm not going to spend much time here because there's a whole page about the bounty briefing, but it starts today at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, midnight UK time. The new Sword of Legion, this is the one we're going to do for Gladius technology. Actually, this campaign should be doable. It doesn't say here, but should be doable with Punishers. That's how it has been usually. And if you didn't get all the components last raid, don't worry, they're pretty much all here. So you can get some of the most popular specials such as the fast feed, the high velocity rounds. You can get some VXP tokens, build tokens starting on pack 1, upgrade kits starting on pack 1. Pack 2 you get the regular cannon, the Gladius itself, more VXP, more build tokens, more upgrade kits. Pack 3 you get the Mass Moment Stabilizer, which is a regular blueprint special. You get 5 ballistic sync drives, which are not the best engine. These are like 2 levels below the best option. But you get them here if you want, if you don't have anything better. More VXP tokens, more build tokens, more upgrade kits. And then there's pack 4, which is the mastery run. You can do it 5 times. Each time you do mastery, you get 2 of the limited Capulus cannon, so you can get 10 in total if you do all 5. You get a ballistic battery 2, that's brand new, the top-notch special for the Gladius. You're going to get 5 if you do all 5, enough for all your ships. more Gladius VXP tokens, and in total you can get up to 5 build tokens, 200 upgrade kits, and 5 one-day Gladius upgrade tokens. So it's worth doing, so you get ready for next raid. Really, this is the one you can't miss. Mutineers, man, like I'm gonna do some, just enough for me to get some upgrade tokens and get my remaining ships to X1 if I can. Titan Awakening, nothing new. That's a very old campaign you do for mega hulls. And that's it. In general, just some upgrades and whatnot. That's the upgrade. Let's talk about Bounty now. Okay, Bounty 35 runs from today. Stores opens tomorrow and it ends on Monday evening. There are some leaderboard prizes. We'll cover them in a moment. No big changes really from past bounties. If you've done them before, it's the same. There's going to be a free gift. Anyone joining Bounty in the first 24 hours will immediately get 25,000 bounty points. Just remember, you gotta go in the store and secure as much of that as you can. Otherwise, your base will have half of that exposed. So you gotta go in the banking screen there to make sure you bank the rest of it and you get less than 5,000 exposed. There's a new defender. The Overlord Carrier Defender flagship is going to be a prize. It has an aura. I don't know why they call it a built-in weapon. It's just because they want to call it a weapon because it's not counterable by tactical field defense. So I don't think they want to call it a tactical field. So it's a weapon. It's the Glacial Aura. There is a Mortar to be redeemed as well, and some skins. So that's the new stuff. As usual, there will be replica bases. Your opponents without guards, easier to get, pay less than 1,000 points, 1,000 or less actually. The Kixeye employee bases are worth up to 4,000 points each, and they're only going to be around for the first 24 hours and then back on Saturday evening until Sunday evening for 24 hours more. Second day we have shipwrecks, and now pretty much everyone, because of the last event, has interceptor ships, so I expect to see more people playing for shipwrecks on Friday. And King of Nexus will also be available starting Thursday evening. So yeah, that's it for overall targets. Let's take a look at the new content. This is the Overlord Carrier. It has 75 million health. It doubles the mortar range. That's important to keep in mind when we look at the range of the weapon. So plus 100% on the mortar range. It has decent deflections overall. It's weaker against concussive, which bodes well for Warhounds. And even weaker against ballistic. So that's good for trenchers to kill it. Remembering that the defenders cannot use those Invader plates. So it still remains fairly vulnerable to 5 charging trenchers or 5 charging Warhounds, but very strong against the rest. I think this ship in particular will pose a tough challenge for people using Hellswarms and people using Basilisks. The challenge for Warhounds and trenchers, even if you can kill it relatively faster, is that it has a field of effect here, an aura, the Glacial Aura built-in weapon that does a minus 50% on your combat speed. So that combined with some decimators can really hurt. So you gotta kill this guy quick as you move by, otherwise you will be dead fairly quick. That's the overall approach. The other thing this ship does, it does a nice significant buff on any piranhas you have in your defense. Not only it increases the maximum a piranha is going to shred from your ships, it also has an extra debuff per shot. So the piranha will be shredding your deflections faster and up to a bigger maximum value. And remember, it can even make your defenses go negative. This is the mortar that goes on the new ship, the Overlord Carrier, and it does decent damage, 150,000 in a single shot. It reloads every 6 seconds. I mean, with just with rank, that already goes down to 1.5. The maximum range is 150, but on the carrier, because it has a plus 100% range, it's going to be 300. So it's going to fire anywhere from 115 to 300, the mortar fires on the carrier. And there is this blind spot, right? And within that blind spot, so when warhounds get close or trenchers get close, then the mortar won't be firing at you anymore. The main thing about the mortar, I think, is not only the direct damage, the 150 that can be countered by spread, splash, I mean, you move in and whatnot. Although it has a very fast projectile speed for a mortar, 600, it's more like a missile. And with certain specials, you can easily double that to 1200, so it's going to really fire fast. Think like the Hellswarm mortar, that kind of speed. But it also has this damage over time here, 400,000 radioactive damage. So if your ship sits in there, takes fire, and there's a burning field, and you stay there, it's going to kill you fairly quick. The other new news is the Warhound upgrade. So now you can upgrade your Warhounds and get an extra armor slot and more firing angle. So to compare, the side rockets on the Warhound basically have 45-degree firing range. With extra 45 on both sides, you're going to be firing at anything within 90 degrees of your sights. It doubles the range. And you need 200 kits to upgrade. Let's again take a quick look at that. Alright, so I'm in game now and I'm going to look at one of my Warhounds. I don't have the kits, of course, they're brand new. They're going to be available in Bounty, but if you want now to upgrade, the option is available. You need your Conquest Yard to be idle. And as you can see here, even without the bonuses I may have in my base, it's a 10-day, 2-hour affair. So if we consider between now and next Bounty, you're probably going to be able to do 3 of those unless you buy LTOs. And that's assuming you can get the kits this Bounty. But you get an extra armor and the extra 45 degrees, as I said, which will increase the firing angle here to 90 degrees on the side rockets. So that's for the Warhound. The other thing you can look at in the Conquest Yard is the Overlord Carrier. Just an empty build with, again, with the bonuses I have and whatnot, is 15 days. Okay, that's just for the shell. And then when you add components like the new Mortar, and this doesn't account for refit bonuses, so you should build the shell and then refit to save time. But just adding the Mortar here, it's already 21 days. These weapons take a long time to build. So with the discounts, that's probably going to end up at 18. But then you add the armors and you add the 4 specials. We're talking about a 23-25 day build time for the complete ship. So I'd say in the next month you gotta choose, either build the Overlord Carrier or upgrade your Warhounds, because both will likely be using the Conquest Yard, as the regular yard will be busy building Gladius for the raid. Then we have some skins for the Overlord. Again, they don't make the ship any better, they just make them look cooler. And here you have the more complete price list with the new items. So 9,000 for a shard of the Overlord Carrier. And as you can see here, 14 shards are required to build the ship. So you need all 14, each one at 9,000, meaning the actual complete full price of the complete ship, it's 126,000 bounty points to get to build the ship. Then you need 15,000 more to redeem the Mortar, and it's a common blueprint, it's not limited. If you want the skins, one of the skins is 50,000, the other is 30,000. Usually both are 30. I don't know why this one's more expensive. I don't even know if this is correct, but it's what it says here. And then 10,000 per Warhound kit. You need 200 to do one ship. So up to you if you're going to get 2 of those, or if you're going to try and get all 10 to upgrade all 5 Warhounds. If you want to get all 10, of course, you're going to need 100,000 bounty points here. 15,000 for the Mortar, that's 115. 126 for the flagship, the Defender, if you want it. that already puts you at about 240,000 points just for these items. The other items you might want to take a look at are the Invader plates. Kixeye has increased the limit from 5 to 10. So now if you want to have two ships with the X9, two fleets with the X9 armors, you can. But each one of them costs 14,000. It came down from the, used to be 18,000, it's 14 now. And you can get two more this bounty. So depending on which ones you're interested in, add that to your bounty bill, and easily you're going to be over 300,000 bounty points as a target if you want to stay at the top. If not, have fun, hit what you can, redeem what you can. The only good thing about this thing being in shards is that instead of being an all or nothing proposition, you can actually get some shards now, and maybe in pillage there's going to be a few more, and maybe in the raid there's going to be a few more, and little by little you can get the 14 shards you need to actually build the ship. So there's something. That's it. See you next week. Have a good one, Pirates.